Good morning. How's it going? Little man is locked up in his little kennel. So if you hear background meows, he's fine. He's just in his little kennel. So this morning we're gonna have Chik-Fil-A breakfast. Got my Tassie. I can't have anything with bubbles. And I have I've never had this before. I'm excited to try it. I think I'm gonna put fire sauce on it. But it's a hash brown bowl. It's got hash browns, eggs, chicken, and cheese. We're gonna try it out. I'm gonna go get some fire sauce here in a second. And yeah, that's gonna be my breakfast. Probably not even all of it, but I'll eat what I can. Anyways, how are you this morning? How are you today? Yeah. So I got my fire sauce. Some people ask me sometimes, they're like, why do you put so much fire sauce on everything? Look, you can't live this close to Louisiana and have Cajun blood running through your veins without some spice, okay? I'm gonna have to put him in the other room. We like things spicy over here. The spicier, the better. It's just the way I was brought up eating. We got that Cajun blood, you know? We live right next to Louisiana. Louisiana is known for their spicy food. I mean, hello. So that's why I put fire sauce in everything. It's wonderful. It goes with almost everything. So I stock up when I go to Taco Bell. I get a lot. See? So the topic for today, while I'm eating, is gonna be scammers in your inbox. And let me tell you, the amount of scammers I get in my inbox, not just on Snapchat, but on Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger is the worst. And they all have the same backstory. Like, it's amazing. I think they're all sitting in the same building with the same script, because the conversations always end up the same. Sorry, I got my YouTube going. I'm listening to, well, the cat's supposed to be listening to calming music for cats or something like that. Anyways, so these guys, I mean, or girls, or whoever's sending this stuff, it's just, they must think we're really, really stupid, right? So every single person that's a scammer that comes into my inbox says the same thing. They're in the U.S. military. They're widowers. Every last one of them is a widower. Every last one of them. They all have 2 kids. All of them have 2 kids. And they're looking for a long-term relationship with me, even though we've never had a conversation. And they're always constantly, hey gorgeous, hey beautiful, hey baby. Cannot deal with these people. Today it is rampant in my inbox on Facebook Messenger. So, you know, sometimes, you know, usually I just ignore them because it's always the same story over and over and over. But today I was kind of feeling my Cheerios. Some days I just feel my Cheerios and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to have a conversation with this person and I'm going to play along with them. Right? It was kind of fun. I mean, it was a lot of fun. So, this is really good, by the way. Like, if you get a little piece of everything on there, chicken, hash brown, and eggs, it's flipping delicious. With some fire sauce on there. Yeah, a little bit of everything. My God. So I had someone send me a friend request. No friends in common. Says he lives in Denver. And I think his name was Michael Miller or something Miller. Which is interesting because Damien's father's last name is Miller. But I promise you, this person's not from the United States. Or if they are, they have broken English. That's the first sign. Right? So, I accepted the friend request, knowing full well after looking at the profile that it was a scammer. Because it was military photos, like professional shots. Like, yeah. So, I accepted the friend request, knowing full well I was going to block him later. And just like every other conversation, it all started the same. Hello, gorgeous. I should have said, I think we've had this conversation before. Right? So, immediately just message after message after message. At this point, I'm driving, so I can't answer him right away, but he's very persistent. So, I'm getting full. So, I finally answered him. I was like, you can call me Melissa. I hate when strange people come into my inbox like, hey, gorgeous. Hey, beautiful. Especially when they say, hey, my queen. And let me just, I don't know if I've said this before. I will never call a man my king. So don't come at me with this whole queen business, because I know that's exactly what they're looking for. Like, I only have one king, and it's not you. His name is Jesus. So, take it up with him. Anyways, so it's like, hey, gorgeous. And I'm like, you can call me Melissa. He's like, where are you from? I'm like, Texas. Where are you from? He's like, Denver. I was like, okay. And then he comes back with, what do you do for a living? So I'm just like, I'm feeling my Cheerios, you know. You know how it is when you're feeling your Cheerios. You're like, I'm just going to mess with this person. I said, I'm a sugar baby. His response was, oh, that sounds nice. And that's how you know it's a scammer too. And then he asked again, what do you do for a living? I said, I'm a sugar baby. I said, I have 2 sugar daddies that take care of me. He said, oh, okay. He said, I don't understand. You don't know what a sugar baby is? Okay. That's a whole nother story time. With all the people wanting to be my sugar daddy that are younger than me, which makes no sense. But anyways. I said, I have 2 older men that pay my bills, take me on lavish vacations, and send me money to be their companion. You know, evidently he or she is reading from some kind of script, because the next response was, oh, that sounds like a good career. Totally scripted. And I'm not even joking. The next thing he sends me, after I tell him that I'm a sugar baby and that I have 2 sugar daddies that take care of me, I'm looking for a long-term relationship with someone just like you. Your profile was so amazing, and I learned so much about your zest for life and how you enjoy passion. And something like how I enjoy passion. My zest for life was the kicker. Romance, and, you know, all the words that they use. And I'm like, my profile says none of that. None of that. Scripted. Very much scripted. Anyways, so So I know where this conversation is going, and eventually this person is going to ask me for money. So I decided to cut him off at the pass, you know? So he was like, he said, I hope we can continue to talk so we can form this relationship and see where it goes. I would love to marry you and have a future with you. Dude, you've been talking to me for 2 seconds and now you want to marry me? So I told him, I said, would you like to be my third sugar daddy? I require $5,000 a month plus expenses. So once again, on script, he said, I would love to see where this relationship goes. I really am in love with you. So anyways, I think this angle is better. He's telling me that he's in love with me, y'all. So I told him I require $5,000 a month. And so he opens it and he doesn't ever answer again. So be careful with them scammers out there. I promise you, they're looking for money. So sugar daddy, let me tell you, we're just going to go into the sugar daddy inboxes. Hold on, let me take care of this kitten real quick because he doesn't like being in that cage, but I know he's going to be all up in my Kool-Aid. So I think I'm going to put him in the back room just until I'm done with this. Just, you know. Okay, we're back. Poor little kitten. I know y'all seen my past videos. He's attacking. I can't do anything without him attacking my legs or something. Trying to eat my food. But okay. Sugar daddy inbox people. Where do I begin? I get so many of these, especially on Snapchat. And what's funny is I have my quick ad turned off, but they still find me. Like, and what's really weird is there's some of them, you know how it says how, if you have Snapchat, how it says how people find you, like quick ad or phone number or snap code. Well, they always, well, I don't want to say always. The majority of them come from like shout outs. Like we have mutual friends in common. Somebody shouted me out. Then somebody will add me and then they want to be my sugar daddy. And a lot of people, and I do the same thing. When people add me, I usually just add them back. And then most of them just ignore me after that. Either that or they want something from me. Very few of them actually stick around and form a friendship, but whatever. So these sugar daddy inbox people, they cut to the chase. They don't even say, hello, how are you doing? It's just like immediately, hello, I'm looking for a sugar baby. I want to give you $3,000 a month. I'll give you $1,500 up front. Like, and like, I don't know how many people actually fall for this, but if someone wants to Cash App you some money, but they don't want your cash tag, they want your routing information. You know how Cash App now has where you can deposit like your paycheck in there from your job, and you have to like have an account number and a routing number. Well, if somebody wants your account number and your routing number, that's because they're going to withdraw funds from your bank. Don't do that. If they try to convince you that they cannot send you money without a cash tag, then they're trying to pull money from your account. Don't fall for that. Like, that's, even I know that, and I'm not very bright. And I've never given anybody that information. Now I give people my cash tag all day long, but they can't pull money from my cash tag. So just a disclaimer. So the last time someone wanted to be my sugar daddy, instead of just blocking them and deleting them, I was again filling my Cheerios, as I do from time to time. I was like, I'm just going to play along. And I was like, okay, I could really use that money. And he was like, okay, let's set it up. I was like, okay, let's do this. And this is all typed out. And I need to start screenshotting these things. I'm going to start screenshotting these and showing y'all the ridiculousness and how stupid people think that American women are, like, for real, because we're not, but they think we are. But anyways, I'm like, oh yes, let's do this. He was like, do you have Cash App? And I'm like, of course I have Cash App. Hello? Everybody has Cash App. So he's like, okay, I'm going to send you, I think his was $3,000. I'm going to send you $3,000 today. And I'm like, okay, here's my cash tag. So he pulls my cash tag up on Cash App, and he takes a screenshot. He's like, is this you? I'm like, yeah, let me know when you send it and I'll let you know when I receive it. He was like, okay, but first I need you to send me a $55 deposit. A deposit? What's the deposit for? And he was like, the deposit is to make sure that you're going to be loyal to me and be my sugar baby, and that you're not trying to scam me. Literally, he said he wants to make sure that I'm not scamming him by sending him $55. And I said, I don't have $55. I don't have any money at all. And he was like, please send $55. And I'm like, I don't have $55. I said, why don't you take the $55 out of the $3,000? And then that way you'll have your $55 and I'll have my $4,945, you know? He wouldn't do it. He said, I need the $55. He said, I need you to send me that so that I can tell my secretary to send you the money. And I'm like, I don't have $55. So we just went on this circle forever of him trying to get me to send him $55. Eventually, now this was a day I had nothing better to do. I was filling my Cheerios. I was just like, let's just play into this. We went round and round and round like that forever. And finally, he just ended up blocking me. Don't send anybody money, especially if you don't know them. Please, 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 for the love of God. If someone wants to be your sugar daddy online, if they ask for a deposit, they're not trying to be your sugar daddy. They're trying to get money from you. Imagine all the people out there that give them $55. I mean, that adds up. I get so many sugar daddy invitations. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, I'm 43 years old. I'm too old to need a sugar daddy. For real. But also, when you ask them to send a picture and they send it from camera roll, wrong. No. That's a scammer. Yeah, that's a catfish. For real. I had someone in my inbox recently, and it was on Snapchat, of course. And I said, send me a picture. And he sent it from camera roll. And the picture he sent me, it was like a heavy set white dude with some scruff on his face. You know, the kind of guy that I like. I like the husky guys. Okay. So apparently this person knew that I like husky guys. I like guys with meat on their bones, teddy bears, you know. Love it. It's my thing. Not so big on the scruff, but you know, I digress. Anyways, I was like, no. I said, send me a picture, not from camera roll. Send me a picture of you right now. So he types out, I'm at work, I can't do that. And I was like, okay, when you get off work, we're going to FaceTime. Because I'm not afraid to get on FaceTime with people. I'm not. I would rather make sure you're who you say you are. You know what I'm saying? And also, I like to FaceTime because let me tell you, if I'm going to form any kind of friendship or anything else with somebody, they're going to have to like me for me, you know? And this is me. This is me the majority of my life. Actually, usually my hair is pulled back in a ponytail, but whatever. I'm getting ready to cut it, by the way. Not short, but cut it. And so I don't care about people seeing me, you know, without makeup, without my hair done, without fancy clothes. Y'all, I wear the same clothes every day. I have big oversized shirts. I don't require a lot of clothing. I have a washing machine. So you see the same shirts over and over and over on me, because I don't need a big wardrobe. I don't like, you know, having a whole bunch of stuff. I just prefer to keep everything minimum. But I don't know what it is about turning 40, but when I turned 40, my whole up here just changed, right? I'm just like, I don't have time to not be who I am to get people to like me. You know, that's what you do when you're younger. I'm just like, whatever. Anyway, so I like to FaceTime people. Like, this is me. This will always be me. If you don't like that, move on. Find someone else to talk to. I'm just not about that life of trying to please people that don't even know me, that wouldn't even try to get to know me unless I look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Just move on. I don't have time for you. So, I'm not afraid to FaceTime people. So anyways, I told him, we're going to FaceTime when you get off work. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, hey, maybe this dude is legit because he's willing to FaceTime me. Oh, he'll do audio. So he called me audio. Barely spoke any English at all. I was like, no, I want to see your face. He said, I can't. I'm at work. He's like whispering. And I said, well, you know, if I can't see your face, I don't want to talk to you. So needless to say, after that, he blocked me. Be careful, people. I have so many more stories. Like I said, I'm going to start screenshotting and showing y'all the things I deal with. And I don't know where they come from. I don't know how they find me. Sometimes I play little mind games. Sometimes I just block them. But anyways, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you like this story time. And I have so many more scammers out there I can show you. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.